Cyber World, Lesson 7. Connect through the Internet. If you have to frequently exchange data and files and the computers are not near to each other, then it becomes a problem. To overcome this trouble, the systems are connected to form a network. Computers connected to a network can share data and files efficiently without any delay using Internet. Let us learn about it in this chapter. Internet. Internet is a global network of millions of computers. It allows us to access and share information over the network. Internet contains billions of websites to provide information, and these websites contain related web pages. Websites are located by using the website address or Universal Resource Locator (URL), which is a unique address. Terms associated with the Internet. The things required for having an Internet connection are: computer system. It is an integrated system with all the different types of input, output, processing and storage devices. Telephone and cable lines. These help in establishing a link between the different computers and the servers. Modem. It stands for modulator demodulator. It connects telephone line with computer. Modulator converts digital information of a computer to analog mode at the transmitting end, and demodulator further converts back the analog signals to digital at the receiving end. There are two types of modem. Internal model. It is already installed in the computer. It is in the form of a card that is inserted into one of the slots on the main board. External modem. It is installed outside the CPU. It is in the form of a box that is normally connected to USB port of a computer. This type of modem has indicator lights that display the status of modem. Web browser. It is a software program which helps the user in opening and displaying the different web pages. The different types of web browsers are Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, etc. ISP. It stands for Internet Service Provider. It is a company that offers Internet services on payment of a monthly fee. Some of the ISPs are Airtel, Vodafone Idea, BSNL, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, Jio, etc. Types of Internet connection. To connect your computer with Internet, you need an Internet connection. There are numerous ways to connect your computer to the Internet. Some of the most widely used ways are: dial-up connection. It is established between your computer and the ISP server using a modem. Dial-up requires users to link their phone line to a computer in order to access the Internet. It doesn't allow users to make or receive phone calls through phone service while using the Internet. Broadband connection. It is provided through either cable or telephone companies. It is a high-speed Internet connection. You can share a large amount of data. It is significantly faster than a dial-up connection and makes or receives phone calls. A broadband connection provides Internet access only through cable. It allows more than one person to access the Internet connection simultaneously. Wi-Fi. As the name suggests, wireless connections does not use telephone lines or cables to connect to the Internet. Wi-Fi uses radio frequency to connect to the Internet. Wireless connections are possible through the modem. The main advantage of Wi-Fi is the always-on connection that can be accessed from any location under network coverage. Mobile Internet. It allows users to access the Internet over a smartphone using the network provided by the phone service provider. This connection provides a high-speed wireless Internet access. The main advantage of mobile internet is that one can access the internet anywhere. Hotspots. Hotspots are sites that offer internet access over short distances, approx 20 meters. It utilizes Wi-Fi technology and allows computers to connect to the internet through radio waves. It is mainly used on smartphones. Web browser. Web browser is an application software that is used to find information from the different websites. You need to connect to the internet before opening a web browser. Once you are connected, open your browser by following these steps. Step 1. Click on Start button on the Windows taskbar. Step 2. Find the name of your browser and click it. A web browser window opens. URL is. You have learnt in previous class that every web page has a unique address called a Uniform Resource Locator, or URL. URLs are the keys for navigating the web. When you provide a URL to the browser, it finds that URL's web page and then transfers the web page to your PC. The content of the web page then appears in the web browser window. To open a web page, follow the given steps. Step 1. Type the URL in the browser's address bar. Step 2. Press the Enter key from the keyboard. The desired page will get open. Tech fact. A hyperlink is simply a part of the web page that is linked to a URL. You can click a hyperlink and jump from your present location to the URL specified by the hyperlink. Email. An electronic mail or email can be defined as the process of exchanging messages electronically through a communication network by using computer. An email is usually associated with the internet. It works like conventional correspondence, but is instant and convenient. The best part is that a single mail can be sent to a number of persons at a time. Advantages of email. Emails have various advantages. Some of them are, an email can be sent anytime and from anywhere in the world. An email can be easily forwarded. Sending an email is fast in comparison to traditional mails. If an email does not reach its destination in the first attempt, the mail server automatically sends it again. If an email is not delivered, you receive an email explaining the problem why the email could not be delivered. Email address. You need to have an electronic address to send and receive emails. This electronic address is called email address. The email address is unique for every internet user. An example explaining email addresses, as under abc123@gmail.com. Creating an email account. There are various websites that give email service free of cost. Some of the very popular ones are Gmail, Yahoo, Rediffmail, Hotmail, etc. You can create your email account with any of these service providers. To create an email account, follow the given steps. Step 1. Connect to the internet. Step 2. Double-click on the web browser icon on the desktop of your computer, like Google Chrome. Step 3. In the address bar, type the URL www.gmail.com and then press Enter key. The home page of Gmail opens. Step 4. Click on the Create Account button on the web page. This will open a screen asking for various details like, you should enter your first name, last name. Then click on Next. Now details of your DOB and gender will be asked. After filling, click on Next. You have to fill your username password. Clicking on Next, a new window will open where you will be asked to add recovery email. This step you can skip. Clicking on Next, your phone number will be asked. You can skip this one also. Clicking on Next, terms and conditions page will appear. Click on I agree button to continue. This will open the welcome screen of your Gmail account. Signing in. To access your email account anytime, follow the given steps. Step 1. Double-click on the web browser icon. Step 2. Type www.gmail.com in the address bar of the browser window and press Enter key. Step 3. Click on Sign In button on the top right hand of the browser window. Step 4. In the email or phone field, enter username of the email address that you have created. Step 5. Click on Next button. Step 6. In the password field, enter the password you had created for your email account and click on Next button. All your emails are visible in the web browser window. Tech fact: in case you forget your password, then the mobile number you have entered will help you reset your password. Reading an email. You can read an email received by clicking on it. The number in front of inbox shows the number of emails in your account which you have not been read till now. The unread mails appear in bold effect. To read an email, click on the name of the sender or the subject. The name and icon below the subject indicate that there is an attachment with the email. Composing an email. To compose an email, follow the given steps. Step 1. Click on Compose button on the top left corner of your web browser window to create and type a new email. Step 2. This will open the new message window on the screen. Step 3. The new message window has many fields. In this field, type the email address of the person to whom the mail has to be sent. You can enter more than one address by pressing after each email address. CC stands for carbon copy. It is marked to the email address who is to be informed that an email has been sent to the person marked into field. BCC stands for blind carbon copy. It is marked to the email address when you do not want others to see to whom the email has been sent. Subject. In this field, a one-line introduction about the purpose of the email is mentioned. The email is typed in the main white body of the new message window. Step 4. After completing the matter, click on Send button to finally send the email to your friend. Attaching a file. Email provides the facility to attach files for high-speed delivery anywhere in the world. Attaching a file to an email is an easy way to send important documents or files, which can be photographs, videos, music, or text. To attach a file to an email, follow these steps. Click on the Attach a File icon on the toolbar at the bottom of the Compose window. The open dialog box will appear. Browse through your files and select the file you would like to attach. Click on the Open button. The file gets attached to your mail. Now click on the Send button. Always remember, you cannot send executable files or messages larger than 25 megabytes as an attachment. Nowadays, the Internet provides some emerging technologies that enable us to transfer files beyond 25 megabytes. Some of the most popular services are WeTransfer and SendSpace. Sign out. You should always close your account after completing your work. This is known as signing out. It is very important to sign out from your account so that no one else using that computer can read your emails or send unwanted emails from your email account. You can sign out from your email account by following these steps. Step 1. Click on the icon on the top right corner of your browser window. Step 2. Click on Sign Out button. This will close your email account. WeTransfer. WeTransfer is a free online file transfer service that enables you to send files up to 2 gigabytes from one system to another. Both the sender and the recipients are required to have an email address to transfer the files. The recipients receive the file through mail. Follow the given steps to transfer a file through WeTransfer. Open the link www.wetransfer.com. Click on the Add Your Files button and select the files from the open dialog box. Add the recipient's email address in the Email to Text box. Add your email address in Your email text box. Type a message in the message text box, if required. Click on the Transfer button. The recipients will receive a mail containing the files which can be easily downloaded. SendSpace. SendSpace is another file transfer service that helps us to share large files of up to 10 gigabytes, free of cost. Although registration is not required, but as a registered user, you can avail its other features along with uploading, like tracking the files, editing the files, etc. Follow the given steps. Open the website sendspace.com. If you just want to send a file, click on the Browse button. An open dialog box appears. Either select the file and click on Open button or drag and drop the desired file at the required place. Enter both the sender's and receiver's email address in the provided space and click on the Upload button. The file will be sent through email as a link, which can be downloaded by the recipients. Replying and forwarding email. The reply option is displayed when we open any mail. It is used to reply to a received email. Click on the Reply button, type in the text, and then click on the Send button. The Forward option is used to send any received mail to other email addresses. Adding a signature to email. A signature is a bit of personalized text, such as contact information or a favorite quote, that is automatically inserted at the bottom of every email you send. To create a signature, follow these steps. Click on the Settings icon in the upper right corner of the window and select the Settings option. Locate the Signature section and enter your signature text in the box next to the signature field. Click on the Save Changes button. Managing contacts. Address book. Once we start using email, our contact list also grows gradually and it is beyond the capacity of a person to remember the email address of each contact. Fortunately, every email program provides an address book where we can store the email addresses along with contact details, such as phone number, address, birthday, etc. To add a contact, follow the steps. Click on the Google Apps icon present on the top right side of the window. From the drop-down menu, select Contacts. The Contact Preview window appears. Click on Create Contact button present at the bottom right corner of this window. The Create Contact window will appear. Add the contact information in the respective fields of this form and click on the Save button. Groups. We can create groups wherein we can club and store similar type of contacts, e.g., family, with email addresses of family members, friends, with email addresses of friends, office, with email addresses of office colleagues, etc. Creating groups of email contacts is very easy. Click on the Contacts option from the Google App drop-down menu. Contact Preview window appears. In the left pane, click on the Labels option and select Create Label from the drop-down menu. A Create Label dialog box appears. Enter the new group name in the provided space. Click on OK. You will find the new group added in the left pane. To add contacts in that group, click on the Add New Contact button. Once a group is formed, you can easily send mails and share documents in it with multiple people at the same time. Knowledge Zone. Almost half, 48%, of all Internet users are in Asia. On 28 August 1991, astronauts James Adamson and Shannon Lucid sent first email from the space. The World Wide Web was invented in 1989 by Sir Tim Berners-Lee.